Thanks, Mike. Well, let me rewind just a little bit. Since the launch attempt last night, the team did a great job in turning around and getting ourselves ready to be in a posture to perform the tanking this afternoon, which we did do nominally and started, and all the tanking went in a normal, prudent fashion. But when we did transition to that reduced fast fill state, as Mike described, we picked up this indication on this liquid hydrogen fill and drain valve, which is called PV12. And what ended up happening was that we saw that there is an open indication that we'd lost the open indication as we would expect to transition to the closed indication, but we did not pick up that closed indication. So as Mike indicated, our engineers and the systems experts are poring over the data from what happened during the course of tanking to confirm or deny whether or not we believe it to be this position indicator or not. But then again, our current troubleshooting plans have us go towards trying to cycle that valve and try to ascertain and determine whether or not first verify the functionality of this valve, and then also try to ascertain whether or not its position indicator is really the potential culprit. Based on our discussions earlier this evening, at this point, we're going to perform the troubleshooting after we've completed the boil off of the external tank hydrogen and after we've inerted, purged and inerted the system down to less than 1% hydrogen. So that should take place sometime mid to late afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully we'll collect that data and be able to meet as a technical community and talk that further and be prepared to brief the management team Thursday at noon or before with at least the preliminary results and the forward path that we expect to take. The other issue that Mike referred to, as we were in the process of performing tanking, the hazardous gas systems engineers noticed a very slight increase of hydrogen concentration at the left-hand tail service mast area, and it basically correlated to when we were increasing some pressure as we were going to a reduced fast fill state, and then towards the position or towards the state of topping. So as the pressure was increasing, that we were increasing it on the tank, we saw up to 2157 parts per million of hydrogen in the tail service mass. The hazardous gas launch commit criteria provides for a maximum limit of 10,000 parts per million, or yes, 10,000 parts per million. So we were really not anywhere near violating that limit, but we saw a signature that during this particular tanking that was not the same as what we saw at yesterday's tanking attempt. During yesterday's attempts, those leak detectors were at baseline and showed no leak indication. So that's just as Mike indicated. Besides trying to troubleshoot and understand this fill and drain valve issue, we also want to take occasion and opportunity to go into the tail service mast, perform some mass spectrometer leak checks around the tail service mast, and if we do isolate any particular leak, perform some torques in the vicinity of the tail service mast to basically increase and ensure our posture is going to be acceptable for launch. If the other fill and drain valve issue had not been the issue that caused us to scrub for today, and if we had seen this problem only, the system engineers tell me that in all likelihood the leak condition would have most likely disappeared after we got into replenish and actually through the launch attempt. So they believe that this would not have been an issue for us had we proceeded with launch. But prudence then does dictate that we take a look at it and take occasion during this scrub turnaround. During the course of the evening, right now we've completed the draining of both the liquid oxygen and hydrogen commodity of the external tank, and we're just now about ready to open up the pad for limited work access. And during the course of this turnaround, we'll be performing some flight crew equipment destowage activities, gaining some limited access back in, and then doing some main engine and other cryo systems turnaround in support of the 48-hour scrub turnaround. And again, we'll be continuing to boil off the residual hydrogen in the tank and getting ready to inert it for tomorrow afternoon for us to perform this cryo these valve cycle tests and also to gain access to the tail service mast. And in essence, we'll try to set forward towards getting together for another tanking attempt Thursday afternoon, predicated on the fact that we understand and can explain the condition that we saw this afternoon. Thanks.